essential to the backyard environment. I have with me a bluebird box, and a Carolina wren box, or a chickadee box. So birdhouses are very important to the environment. Just think about it. Birds start their families in birdhouses, many birds anyways. So birdhouses are essential to the well-being of birds because they keep the eggs and young safe, and they shelter the next generation of birds, which is very important. Birdhouses keep birds out of harsh weather conditions. I've noticed many times in the winter that bluebirds will enter the boxes and stay in there while it's snowing or raining, and many birds will use birdhouses as roosting boxes to get out of the rain. So birdhouses offer many benefits to backyard environments because if you have birds that live in birdhouses, they'll keep pests away. Birds like to eat things like mosquitoes, ticks, flies, and other garden pests. So that means less bug bites and itchy whelps, and it cuts down less diseases since mosquitoes are known for Zika virus and ticks are known for Rocky Mountain fever. I've noticed many times that the bluebirds that live in my birdhouses, they will eat grasshoppers, which are a very common pest for our garden. Birdhouses allow a diversity of birds to be in your area. Many species that live in bluebird boxes include starlings. So if you have bluebird boxes up, you may get a few starlings. And also starlings like to live in these types of boxes, including finches and also doves, I believe. So the diversity, birds looking for nesting areas will come to your birdhouses and may offer more pest control if you have more birds in your area. So birdhouses also keep birds from extinction, just because here a few years ago in 2008, eastern bluebirds were on the endangered species list because there's a lot of competition from the invasive species, because bluebirds would be building a nest and starlings would take over. And that's according to allwoodbirdhouse.org. And also wood ducks, when the decrease in wetlands started, wood ducks also decreased. And many organizations, including nestwatch.org, that is Cornell University is over, they built a lot of wood duck nest boxes and have got the species off the endangered species list. Current populations that is in the endangered species list because of invasive species is the chickadee populations. Because their habitats are being destroyed, the woodlands, and invasive species are taking over. When the Industrial Revolution started, that's when the decline of natural habitats and endangered species started in birds, because there's no woodlands or wetlands because cities were taking over. And birdhouses offer alternatives to birds so that they don't have to build in trees. They can build in a birdhouse instead. So now we're going to talk about the perfect birdhouse. According to Birds in Your Backyard book by Birds in Bloom, use untreated wood, because untreated wood it doesn't have any chemicals and they won't harm the eggs or the baby birds. And keep it simple, use natural stuff. And if you want to decorate your birdhouse, use neutral colors, because birds prefer neutral colors. Bright colors, you often scare them off. And then you'll have to have hanging materials. So on here we have simple eye screws and a string, and this would be hung on a branch. And then on the bluebird box, this one doesn't have the holes, but what I do is I drill holes in here and put wire through it and tie it to a tree. And depends on where you hang your boxes will determine what kind of bird you have, because bluebirds, they like their nest to be facing east, and they would prefer fields and meadows. While chickadees, would prefer any compass direction, but they would like for it to be hung near a wooded area for safety. So managing your birdhouse. According to Nest Watch, clean out after each brood of birds have lived in the nest box. You may also have brooders that will come back 2 times a year, so make sure you clean those out. And make sure there isn't any standing water in the birdhouse, and if so, just drill holes in the bottom of them. And just do your own research. Check recommendations on boxes for the types of species you're trying to attract, just because there are many specifications for different species. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is keeping predators away. This is a really big one. Don't use perches, because that will, if there is a perch here, that would allow other birds to easy access for eggs and the young, and would allow other things like squirrels and chipmunks to get them. And they're not good. Use predator guards around what you're hanging. Like for instance, if you have a pole, use a big sheet of aluminum to put around it so nothing can climb up the pole. And don't use hinges. I know this has a hinge, it's got a hinge effect, but from personal experience, my cats would climb up on top of the box and would open it and eat the young. So what I do is drill a hole and put a screw in there.